All right, so last week we did some kind of we went backwards in the story a tiny bit because we lost some people, and we kind of revised a couple things like somewhat minor but also a little bit major, I guess, revisions here and there. But we got you guys some items that you might not otherwise have obtained. You have retained a status with the town master. The town of Fandolin in general, who probably would not have reacted well to losing the gnomes as an ally, as allies. Sorry. And then I'm gonna let the two players who were here last week recap what happened last week, and here we go.
Take it away, Kendrick.
Nah, I think you should. You're better with words than I am, man. You should handle this.
No, that's not quite correct, but as far as I remember, we came across that weird-looking boar in the woods. We were talking about how we were going to stay around because we didn't identify and knew that he was polymorphed. And then while we were just waiting, he threw off a weird sign, and turned out he was lying about not remembering why he was polymorphed. So he decided to run away, and we destroyed his polymorph form, and he turned into a orc. After getting our asses handed to us momentarily, we mounted the comeback. Dude, I was at 1 HP.
Yeah, there was a pretty good lightning bolt that
Yeah.
I dumbed down because there were only 3 of you.
Yeah, I was almost dead too.
We mounted that comeback and slayed the orc who, well, I say that, chopped him in half, and then somehow kept his upper half alive and interrogated him, finding out
Holy
that he was a
shit.
scout.
Do I wait? Really? Did that really happen?
That really happened.
That really happened.
Wait.
So-
Did one of you have like speak
Yeah.
with dead?
Nah, I
No,
had.
you said that his upper half could remain alive, which made
Yeah.
no sense to
I
me.
used spare the dying on his upper half, and he kept that part alive. And we threatened him and talked to him for a few hours, for like an hour, and then Gravedigger killed him.
There's
Oh,
great.
Gravedigger's there.
I honestly, I was gonna go back and watch. I watched like a tiny bit, but fuck, I really ruled that. Okay, so one of you guys would have had to come up with the idea to use spare the dying to keep the upper half of this
Yeah, that
slicing
was
it.
me.
And I think that did I was there a role involved or just like, hey, yeah, sure,
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
That was me.
Great. Well,
Yeah, I
What?
was like, target any living creature and stabilize them. I was like,
Here's
I don't
the-
know if he's both alligator
Here's the
or not.
thing,
I don't know if that's
though.
alive.
spare the dying only brings them to like 0 HP and they're unconscious, so you guys would have had to then heal it.
Which we
Oh
did.
yeah, then
Okay.
we did.
Let's
Yeah.
get that. Okay. I think I was a little fast and loose with some. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Then
funny.
I infiltrated his nose and throat, which got him to tell us what was going on.
I remember that now.
Yeah. And so then we went back to the town of Fandolin because we thought, holy shit, shape-shifting, spell-casting orcs, that's not good for this town.
Oh, I thought it was
They
mostly
would
because you
probably get
guys
their
were
asses handed to them.
trying to like get your long rest and recuperate, but yeah.
Well, that too, but it was just a secondary add-on part.
I think I do
Right.
remember the people of Fandolin, the mayor, townmaster, whatever, etc. were like, yeah, we know we're under siege by orcs like all the time. I think I remember that.
Yep.
Yeah, he acted kind of like it wasn't a big deal. Like, oh, okay, they're casting spells now, whatever.
I mean, I
He didn't
mean,
know about the spellcasting part, but when we told him, he was like, "Okay," and
adventurers aren't the only PCs or characters that can cast spells, so
Yeah,
In fact, you guys ran into a bunch of gnomes that could cast all sorts of spells. So.
Yep. So
Anyway,
yeah,
I think you guys came back to town around like 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., something like that. So you had some time that you could go to the bar if you wanted to, or go to the. There's some weird thing that I might have been a part of where the Lion Shield coster, we can buy weapons and armor, was possibly confused for the Fenland Miners Exchange.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember. I watched that part, I think.
Yeah,
I think
and
people
then
bought some stuff, huh?
well, I don't know about them, but I was about to buy something that cost like 500 gold.
I was gonna say, you guys either spent the money that you did have, or found out you didn't have enough money to buy what you wanted.
Oh yeah, I got a breastplate.
Yeah.
Then I went and prayed, and then everyone went off their own ways and
You-
took a long rest.
Agamok prayed at the Shrine of Luck.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to keep that private, or like what? I mean, obviously the characters probably wouldn't have gone with you, but it's up to you.
I don't really care. If they were there,
what,
they were there.
Like, what would you
I don't
pray
think
to?
they were. The homie who has yet to give me the universal secret.
Yeah.
Pray to the DM.
I fucking hate that, man. Like, I don't know any. I didn't write this module. I don't know any secrets, man. All right.
Gravedigger, what is up with the baby, man?
It was here when It was literally here when I opened the map.
Okay.
Wait, what am I missing? What baby?
There was a baby. The
What?
baby's gone. The baby's gone.
Was it like a little like icon's not the right word. Token?
Yeah, it was a token.
I missed the baby token. It's recorded though, so I'll be able to see it later. But I believe you guys did have some time together in the bars, and you guys were bar. It's just a small town, so there's one bar. You were talking to GD, kind of like he had inscribed something on something that was a G and a D.
On the orc.
Oh, on the orc.
Yeah, did you tell Seraphim about the brutalization of the orc?
So
I just heard.
Yeah. So Seraphim will, or Flamel will, reveal himself when he chooses, and we've talked about that, but I'll let him handle that when it comes to it. So I'm thinking that we ended our session last time kind of like going to sleep.
No, we were about to have like a personal conversation about everything, I think, because they're like questioning each other, like, why did the orc say something about you being undead? They're like, oh yeah, we'll talk about that later.
It was more that the orc like smelled something weird about you.
Yeah, it was about me and about Kendrick, and so we were like, oh yeah, let's all just talk about this later, like when we get a room or something.
I honestly thought that Kendrick had already kind of made it more or less known.
No, not a
no. Okay.
No,
that's
secretive
fine.
Still.
Okay, my bad. As a DM, I know things and it's hard. I'm sorry. I've already fucked up once, or more than once, but okay. So we'll call this nighttime.
I'm gonna pick a right time.
Yeah. Flamel has been inside of his vessel that, for whatever reason, Gravedigger has kind of made it just natural to his personage to carry it if he sees it, because Flamel has helped him in the past. So that's where Flamel has been. It is night. You guys have like another hour or whatever before normal bedtime. It doesn't really matter the timing, just go.
Are they all sleeping right now?
I'm not asleep.
I'm
what
working.
about you,
Yeah, I'm
Tom?
working off. Nobody's asleep yet. You guys are all just
Yeah.
connoitering.
Yeah, because I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So we bought a room, correct?
Sure. Are you
Are
guys
we
in the
on?
room? Are you in the bar? Like, what do you think you're doing here?
I don't think we even made it into the bar yet. By the time the session end.
I don't recall. So let's just
then.
make it up.
So I remember we were walking away from the
Lion Coster.
the Lions Shield Coster. And that's all I remember. I don't remember going to Shrine of Luck or any of that stuff.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
I think you're just dog.
No, I don't remember any of us. That's why I'm like, I think I might have left early or something.
Same.
So, that's why I'm asking what happened. Like, if nothing else, if that's all that happened, then yeah, I think we should go buy a room.
If y'all would like to talk about what you might have done once you got back to Phandalin, given that you got back around, let's just say 3 p.m.
Oh, did you guys even finish doing the shopping stuff?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we already went over what we were gonna do while we were down there, and I think everyone did what they wanted to do, like buy certain things and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's roughly 5 p.m., maybe dinner time. Maybe you are now going to the inn/bar to get food. Maybe I'll meet up there.
Mark, you got an opinion?
I apologize. Fucking people living with me needing shit. One more time.
It happens.
Yeah, we were talking about what we were doing, what we did at the end of last session.
Okay. I think I can't really add anything except that we were getting to get a room and have a talk about why Kendrick is undead and tried to bite a boar.
And because he said I smelled weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're GD now.
GD. So yeah, well, I guess we're gonna go buy a room. Who's gonna take it out of their cut? Who's gonna take it out the cut to buy the room?
It's 20 silver. For one
I gotta
room.
save every penny, bro. The thing I want costs 500 gold.
How many beds are there per room?
2.
2 beds?
Sure.
Awesome. I'll spend 20 silver.
We also have established at this point that Gravedigger doesn't seem to care where he sleeps, and Flamel's kind of new to this whole. I don't know what Flamel's sleeping deal is.
He sleeps in his vessel.
Okay.
Okay.
So, if you guys wanted to talk about that, you guys could.
Flamel has a portable home.
I just assume everyone sleeps on a bed. I don't know.
Why wouldn't you?
What anyone. I just assume they all need a bed.
I thought Kendrick would sleep in a coffin or something.
You don't know that.
Very funny.
Or upside down, hanging from the rafters.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I would probably do the same thing anyway.
Alright. I'm gonna fucking force this shit. Y'all are in the inn/bar/tavern/foodery, whatever. And you're deciding. Whatever. You're deciding if you should buy or rent more than one room. You're all together at the counter talking to the person who would get the rooms for you or not.
Hi, I would like to purchase one room, please.
That will be 20 silver.
I'll hand over the 20 silver.
Thank you very much. Your room is
Yes, of
up the
course.
stairs to the left, and it's the first door on the left.
Awesome, great, thank you.
Any-
I'm gonna head up there.
Any other rooms necessary?
No, this one's for me. I don't know about everyone else. If everyone's with me, I'll turn. Anyone else?
Yes, me.
You need another room for yourself? There's 2 beds for 1 room. You guys, up to you.
Okay then. Do
I'd
you
rather
mind
not.
sharing a room? Oh. Okay.
Okay. That will be 20 silver for another room.
Nothing against you, Kendrick. I apologize. I kind of have to have my room to spread out.
1 gold is 10 silver, right?
Yes.
So that's 2 gold pieces.
Something about that doesn't seem right. But it is. Right? I was thinking 1 gold is about $100. So 20 silver. What, am I doing something wrong? Is it 100 silver per gold? Or 10?
It's 10 silver per gold.
Okay, sorry. So 2 silver.
10 silver. Okay.
So Og, you can have 18 silver back.
Thank you.
My math was dumb.
That makes me feel.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it will be 2 silver for you as well, Kendrick.
Because in my head, I was just like,
Sorry.
20 silver.
Thank you for asking. I'm sorry. I forgot math.
Okay, so I give her the 20 silver. I mean the 2 silver.
Yes, 2 silver. Okay.
I'd be like, well, if anyone else needs a bed, you can sleep in my room.
And Gravedigger, you are here with them. Flamel, you are here in your vessel with Gravedigger, so you can hear. I think we have established you can hear outside of your vessel, so. But, yeah. So that's 2 rooms, 4 silver spent. What you doing from here? Are you going up to your rooms and spreading out? Are you guys staying down, getting some food?
I'm gonna go to my room.
Hey, you. I don't know why you think you can get away with walking away. You had a couple of things you said you wanted to talk about, right?
What do you mean?
Well, you said that you were going to show us why you were biting a boar.
Yes, later. I don't think now is later.
Later?
I said later. Later.
How much later?
Like, what time is it right now?
You're showing 6-ish p.m.
Like, more like 12 o'clock.
Oh, look, you realize I gotta sleep, right?
Sounds like a you problem.
All right, if that's how we're gonna be, I'll keep that one in mind.
I'm gonna say, well, if you'd excuse me, I'm going to my room. Like, I'm gonna just walk away.
Okay. So, what are the other 3 of you doing?
Good question.
That's why I asked it.
I just followed them in because I thought we were gonna talk, but I guess
Yeah, so did I.
If they're not talking yet, then I'll just sit at a chair at a bar at one of the bar tables.
Okay.
Hey, Didi, can you come grab me out of my room whenever he decides that he wants to bring us into his schedule because his schedule is more important than ours? Would that be okay?
He nods his head.
Thank you.
Sounds a lot like chaos in real life.
Facts.
So, like what?
Alright. I'll head up to my room and just fucking pass out since apparently I gotta wake up at 12 a.m. anyway.
Okay, so the logistics here that GG is just gonna sit at a table in the bar and then wait until midnight?
That's so fucking creepy, bro. That's
I mean, it's not unlike GD's characters, I suppose, in general.
imagine the lady we bought the room from just like staring at him, just like just been there for hours, like hours.
Unmoving.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, imagine that instead of the characters just talking to each other at a reasonable time. Just, yeah. So is that what's happening? I'm sorry. I was looking for...
Flamel's busy doing whatever the thing is that we talked about still. So.
So Kendrick has gone up to his room. Og has gone up to his room. Its room. I don't even know if there's a pronoun there. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Or might. I don't know. GD, is that what you're doing? You're sitting at the table? Or would you...
Yeah.
Get up at some point in time, walk around the town, do your thing where you're like looking for crime.
I'm gonna wait. So 6.
You got like 4,
perfect.
like 6 hours until midnight. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Sorry, one at a time.
What's going on at midnight?
Apparently, that's when Kendrick is willing to talk to people.
I was like, that's so specific.
Yeah. I guess the vampire thing they don't know about?
I guess it wants it to be really late when it happens.
Yeah. The moon has to be high in the sky.
What's funny is that, like, the reason I'm laughing so much is because that just feels like a very Kendrick thing. Just like, I'll talk to you when I feel like talking to you. It's hilarious to me.
You bastards.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, Gravedigger, would you at some point in time just like get up and do your crime patrol thing? Not to like force anything on you, but I'm just curious.
I think I'm gonna use the time to get my long rest in while I just sit there.
Sure. Okay.
Because it only will take 4 hours, so.
I mean, sure, I guess, yeah.
That's what I was hoping for. You know what I'm saying?
Og, does your particular race have anything to do with short or long rests?
Oh no, he'll definitely. It'll be the normal 6 hours with 2 hours of like light activity. Because I just figured he'll be late.
Yeah, I'm asleep too. Like, this is mainly so I can get my long rest in.
And your race is also like just normal 6 hours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it has anything special.
So, yeah, I guess midnight rolls around and magically Kendrick just knows it. Hooray.
Vampire thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna like unlock my door. I'm gonna just have my door unlocked and see if they just walk in, stumble in.
Oh, so you're not gonna go down and... Motherfucker. Alright.
I'm gonna just unlock my door.
Okay. Og, do you believe that you would just continue sleeping until woken up?
I'd sleep the full 6 hours at the very least.
But like you asked, I was say you asked GD to like wake you up when it was time, right?
Right.
So would you just continue sleeping, or there's no really?
Sleep till somebody comes and gets me.
Okay. Gravedigger, since you only require that 4 hours, you have all experienced your long rest, so put that in your character sheet if you need to. So I guess Gravedigger is gonna like more or less in some weird like trance stasis. Just you did your 4 hours, now you're just kind of sitting in a chair in the bar. They've maybe even tried to like move you or like shake you to wake you up, but nothing has worked so far. And they're just like, hey, he's not causing any trouble, so we're just gonna let him be.
Gravedigger, you there?
There's some background noise for Gravedigger, so he might something else might be going on in his life nearby.
He's muted right now, so I think
I
he's
know.
there. Well, since Gravedigger's not here, I'm gonna make life easier.
I am here.
There you
Okay. I was about to just come get you guys, but okay.
My friend started talking, and I was like,
As you fucking should anyway.
Nah, I'm gonna continue to do what I was doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up fucking exploring your nasal cavity one of these days.
Yeah. So,
wow.
Gravedigger, you have done your 4-hour stasis, whatever thing it's called. You got your long rest, so mark that off if you need to. And you do realize when midnight comes around.
that's good. Still got my internal clock. That's good.
I mean, there's a clock on the wall, but sure, internal, sure, whatever. No. Would you like to do anything with this midnight information?
Well, I guess I'll. Oh yeah, I'll walk to Ugamak's room and knock the door.
No, come in.
I'll open the door and stand there.
And you see me just like slopping out of bed as a blob and trying to get in my sliding into some armor. Yeah, yeah, I'm assuming it's time. Yeah.
He nods.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let me just slip into this. Is Kendrick with you? Where's he?
Do I know where Kendrick's room is?
Yeah, I didn't like specifically tell you, but I don't think the rooms are super far apart. I'd assume you saw me walk in.
Quite the assumption, but sure, we'll go with it.
Are they super far apart or not?
You don't know. You didn't ask.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fine. I don't care. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'll walk to Kendrick's
Roll perception to... No, you're good. So you walk to Kendrick's room with Og in tow, or...
Just... Even if Og's not ready, I'm gonna go knock on Kendrick's door.
Really good job role-playing the yawning, by the way. Okay. You knock on Kendrick's door. Kendrick says, fuck you guys, in silence.
Alright, I'll try opening the door.
Wait, is this really... Kendrick, are you there right now? Hello?
Yes, I'm in my room.
They knocked on your door.
Oh, they did? My fault.
Yes!
I was reading something.
I hate you so
Reading
much.
You, dude.
I'm
Get your
reading
head in the
door.
game.
My fault.
Fucking hell, man.
Get in the game and out of it, man. I swear to God.
Yeah, I opened the door after they
I don't know what
knocked.
fucking high school romance movies you're watching, but it doesn't work like that.
Goddamn Leonardo
sure?
DiCaprio, really, Romeo and Juliet.
Alright, I'm gonna open the door after they knock.
Good. So the door's open.
Yeah.
Kendrick is
like,
standing there in his beautiful vampire glory and sees the two
I'll
of
be
you.
like, good afternoon. Good afternoon, compatriot.
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I went and slept early for you. Now figure it out. Now what is it? What's so important that you had to wait until now?
Okay, so
And if it's something that couldn't have come out of your mouth before this time, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be pissed. If there's like, if I don't hear some weird fucking eldritch shit come out of you that I've never heard during the daytime, I'm gonna be real mad.
So I said that I would show you, instead of explain. So I'm gonna walk out the room, and I'm gonna go to another room that's like in the building.
Like what kind of
like
other
whichever
room?
room that's like next to mine. Room next to mine.
Like an unoccupied in room?
No, I'm trying to find one that's occupied.
Uh-huh.
One that's not fun.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the room next to mine. I'm going to I'm gonna knock on the door.
Okay.
What the hell are you doing?
Did anyone come? Does anyone come to the door?
Do you want to respond to Agamok, or you just want to just knock and...
I'm gonna just knock. I'm gonna respond to Agumon after I knock. I'm gonna be like, I said I'd show you.
The voice on the other side of this closed door, you hear, "Who is it? What do you want? It's late."
I'm gonna say, room service.
It's no, thank you. Trying to sleep.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's. I don't know how time works in this fantasy. I'm gonna assume they know times. So, like sundown was hours ago. It's the middle of the night. Go away.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the next door.
What the hell?
I'm gonna say to Ogwat, be like, trying to show you something, but I need someone to invite me into their room.
What is it? Hold on. What is it you're going to show me? Why do you need some person in the middle of the night? What is happening here?
Let's say, how much do people know about vampires in this world, Riley?
That's what I'm trying
Like,
to figure out.
is it common or is it like uncommon? Like, when I say common, I mean like specifically like in our world, how there's like books and like myths.
It would depend on where you live, I would say, and this is me just making shit up off the cuff. It would depend on where you live in this world, and especially if you would live near somewhere where vampires in specific have been encountered, dealt with, etc. And going specifically off of this this module, that's not a thing that I've read in any of the adventures here. So
damn. Okay.
Like
let me
5%
ask a more specific question to you.
Chance. To me or to Kendrick?
To you, Riley.
Okay.
So far, I've heard an orc say he smells of undeath. I've seen him try to bite a boar and sussed him out when he tried to lie to me about it. And he just said he's trying to have somebody invite him into his room, or into their room, so that he can show me something.
Mm-hmm.
Would Agumot come to what kind of conclusions would he draw from that? Does he have any knowledge of?
I mean, am I gonna be? Do you guys more or less understand what Agumok is?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Out of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of character, I 100% forget he's a plasmoid. Out of character.
Oh yeah. But do you know like anything else? I don't remember if I've told you anything else.
Just from like my own knowledge, I know they're like from space and they're fucking gooey. Like about it.
Okay, so Og. Okay, so they're God damn. This is what you get for like this module's like, hey, your character's gonna be human, gnomes, dwarves, elves. Done. But okay, so Og being from where you're from, that could still okay, you got a 10% chance. to kind of
Okay,
put this. 15% chance. So give me a d20. You can add. Goddamn. Arcana.
History?
I guess.
Arcana. Okay.
Yeah.
19 total.
You have. That's a good roll. You have some inclination in regards to your history with your travels and things you've encountered and people you've talked to, that some of the signs that you're experiencing from Kendrick are kind of relating to fucking vampires. Sure.
Yeah.
That's a good
Okay,
roll.
let me kind of explain my idea for you guys.
Kendrick, you wanted to roll on something else. What was it? Whether the people here, like in town, knew?
Trying to roll for something. Oh no, I wasn't rolling. I was just asking, like if
the chance of people around here knowing what vampires were.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty fucking low. They'd have to roll probably a nat 20.
Okay, so like pretty much my idea with this whole thing, I wasn't trying to like drain somebody in front of you guys. Pretty much the idea was to just give you a bunch of like fucking hints and clues, like they just like kind of get there and then you guys come to the conclusion yourself. Like at some point, that was the goal.
By the way, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh wow!
So the second door that you knock on and you try to get invited in, they're like, "Fuck off, vampire." Weird fucking roll. I did not expect that.
Okay, I'm gonna as he said that, I'm gonna like turn around, look at the group like, like, see there. Like he said it, that guy, yeah.
So, well, let me get this straight. All of that's canon, which just happened, by the way. Fuck off, vampire, the whole thing.
Yeah, I rolled a 20. Yeah.
GD is here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess everyone has heard this.
You guys are in a hallway with Kendrick knocking on doors, and then one of the doors is like, "Fuck off, vampire," and Og already had some suspicions,
And,
like right before that.
I say, what he said. Yes, that's what I came to show you.
You see,
So,
I'm really conflicted. I'm incredibly conflicted. Allow me to explain something to you. I have been around for a very long time, okay?
mm-hmm.
I've lived a long life.
Have we established how old you are?
Not to them.
But to
But
me?
to you, yeah. Yep. But it's in the DM history. If you want, I can
Son of
redeem
a
it to
bitch.
you.
Okay, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's on the character sheet too, under description.
Okay.
Because in the background, you gotta like roll dice and add that to your age. Because I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting you to be old as shit.
Continue with your speech.
So, it's incredibly interesting, right? And I'd love to learn more about your affliction or whatever it is you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's incredibly hard for me to wrap my head around the fact why it took you knocking on doors in the middle of the night for you to get this information across to me.
Well, that's because it's a sensitive topic. There's a lot of pain and trauma behind it. I don't, like talking about it too openly.
Yeah. Well, of course, I can respect that. But we're also standing in the middle of a hallway in an inn at 12 a.m. bothering people in the middle of the night.
Oh, they'll be fine.
And as you say that, Flamel pops out of his oh wow, perfect timing for him. But Flamel pops out of his vessel in a bit of a loud-ish explosion as he comes out. Also some smoke and all that.
Well, I'll never get
What?
used to that.
Oh, I didn't know he was with us.
Ooh. Black smoke and uh kind of like an iron smell fills the hallway.
I like that smell.
Oh, hello.
Hey. Have you been with us the whole time?
Yes.
Did you hear everything?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had to do something very very important.
Oh,
Friend, thank you for keeping my ring safe for me.
Hmm.
He holds his hand out for the ring.
He'll hand it.
And he puts it back on. You'll see that as he puts the ring back on, he has a blackish hammer that he has to put away somewhere on his belt now.
A black hammer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of like it's like a sea of stars kind of deal, black. Like purplish black with
Oh,
streaks
yeah,
of
I
white.
get what you're saying. Yeah, that's cool.
Wow, I'm glad that you could join us. You always get me with that popping out of the thing. I'll tell you what. You said you didn't hear anything. Is that right?
I just got back now. I have to take care of something. I was here,
Allow
but
me
not
to-
here.
Oh yeah, I understand. Allow me to fill you in. He decided that we need to come out and bother people so that he could tell us that he was vampiric in nature. Which, turning to Kendrick, what were you planning on doing to the person who answered the door to show me that you're a vampire?
Nothing.
What were
It
you
was...
planning? Says the guy behind the door.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna say, nothing. It was, I was just trying to give hints and clues, like saying that I needed to be invited in, and all of the things,
You
all
didn't
the
say
things.
that. You just said you were housekeeping.
Yes, but I told you,
What?
I told you that I need to be invited in. I don't care what they know. When you asked why I was knocking on the door, I said I need to be invited in.
That logic feels a bit flawed, says the guy behind the
Just
door.
a little. Thank you again. Thank you. You must be a very wise man.
Probably some stupid dwarf.
I resemble that remark.
I was right. Well, close. I was close. Probably a gnome.
Maybe we shouldn't be here any longer.
I agree.
He also points to the black smoke that's kind of like starting to roll outside the hallway.
I'm getting tired of the smell of gnome. Ready to go.
You're tired of the smell of gnome? Here, have the smell of flowers instead around you every time.
How's that?
So yeah.
Press the digitation.
Okay. So like every 6 seconds you're just gonna...
No, apparently it lasts for an hour. So for the next hour, the next things he smells instead of smell of gnomes is the smell of flowers.
Okay.
Okay.
Smells lovely. Well,
I'm
going
going
back
back
to
to
my
bed.
room.
And the worst part is I've slept this whole time thinking that, oh, this is going to be a big deal. And, honestly it is, and I'd love to talk to you some more about it. 'Cause I am very intrigued. But why would you make me sleep all day to have somebody else call you a vampire? All right, it's okay. And at that, he turns around, he's walking.
That's funny. Well, it was mainly just so I could get my health back, bro. I was hurt. I needed a long rest.
Yeah, I figured. Me too.
Yeah. But yeah. So I walked back to my room.
So that smell thing is not part of the prestidigitation.
The black smoke.
But the smell
From the flower.
Or an odd odor, instantaneous. So it's an instantaneous odor. So you'd have to do it every 6 seconds to have it be maintained.
Well, while he's there.
Yeah. Anyway, so Og, you're going back to bed?
Well, it does say that the duration could last for up to an hour.
Yeah, but
vegetation.
But it also goes very specifically, like you chill, warm, or flavor up 1 cubic foot of non-living material for an hour, which doesn't have anything to do with a scent. You make a color, a small mark, or a symbol appear for an hour. Where it says instantaneous, that's every 6 seconds you can make it instantaneously do something like that. These spells are, and I'm okay with kind of like altering things if you want to, but these spells also generally do exactly what they're written to do. So anyway, Og, are you going to bed or back?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't wish to drag it out anymore, but I think in the wording of its having up to, if you cast the spell multiple times, you can have 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active. So I guess it really? Oh, never mind. No, you're right.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Yeah, fuck me. I'm stupid.
It's weird. I don't see any reason that the smell couldn't last an hour, but maybe there's some gameplay aspect that could make it OP if you let that happen. I don't fucking know. These guys spent, 5 years developing 5e, whatever, I don't know. Anyway, Og is going back to his room. GD, what are you doing? It's like midnight 10, by the way.
Is everyone like dispersing already?
Og is. I'm asking what everyone else would be doing if there's some dispersion starting to happen.
All right, I guess I'll pop back out the door and look down the hall, and be like, "Hey, by the way, thank you again, GD, for grabbing me. Sorry about all. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience. Thank you." And
gives him a
thumbs
up.
I shut the door again.
GD is giving the Hulk wave.
He's just gonna. He's gonna stand there and wait to see if anyone says anything.
Sure. Kendrick, Flamel.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my room, and I have a question.
Sure.
What's the point of short bow?
I believe it. I'll look it up, but I think there's a difference between it and longbow that makes. I think there's like martial versus simple. I think short bow is simple, and longbow is martial.
Okay.
So
I was just looking at something.
Yeah, you can't use a longbow and have the proficiency bonus with it if you are not proficient with martial weapons. I think, but I have to look it up.
God.
That's my guess.
I'm just like, I was looking at a short bow and a longbow, and they look the exact same, except the longbow does more damage, has more range.
Well, that too, definitely.
Like, I'm just like, what's the point of using this short bow when I could just use the longbow? But
I'll say
that makes sense.
a short bow probably costs less if you're in a campaign where gold is really like pared down to the bare minimum of rewards.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
So Kendrick is going back to his room. GD is, I guess, going back down to the bar.
I guess he's gonna walk around outside.
All right. And now that Flamel is out of his ring, what would Flamel be doing?
Considering I just got back from what I had to do, I'm probably exhausted. And my house currently smells like smoke and ash. So I'm gonna spend time cleaning that up and resting.
So you're popping back into the ring to clean it up, or
Popping back in and out
okay,
so that I can fluff the pillows that are inside my house. And also getting rid of all the whatever
Well,
smoke I can.
I was not going to rule that your crafting was going to produce a lot of black smoke. If we could have rolled for it, I suppose, and then if you rolled
No, it's a leftover from what I did. They just after our one, they sent me back, including all the soot and ash that came along with it.
Okay.
So I'm just cleaning that up.
Okay. Are you trying to tell me that you're not going to get a long rest out of tonight?
Oh, I am.
Okay.
I still am. Just spending a little bit of time doing that.
Long story short, y'all get a long rest. You wake up tomorrow at sunrise, bright and early, and you still have this quest to go to the loggers camp and stop by Falcon's lodge to give him the wine bottle that I believe you... Did you guys purchase that wine bottle you were suggested?
Oh?
I think so.
If we did, who bought it? Because it wasn't me.
I don't believe...
Oh, yeah, no, we did. No, we did. It came from, we were having a discussion with the town master, and he was like, no, we're not going to pay for it. And they were like, oh, okay, well, we'll sell so-and-so and use that to cover for the wine. So I think we had sold one of the items, I think the Hat of Wizardry.
So you did not keep the Hat of Wizardry?
No. I don't think so. I think we just kept the wand.
Yeah.
Okay.
We kept the wand, not the hat.
That's fine. Then yes, you got that bottle of wine. The Hat of Wizardry... Yeah, sure. You actually made out quite well with that deal. That's fine with me. So, you've been instructed to take the town of Phandalin has a very strong ally in Falcon the Hunter. It's suggested that you go talk to him first, or even after the loggers camp. Doesn't really matter the order of operations, but he could, in theory, be an ally at the loggers camp. So up to you which order of operations you wanted to go. And since you already encountered that boar that happened to be a spell-casting orc, in theory, that won't happen again. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And it's up to you what you guys want to do in the morning.
Put out on the sending stone, use one of its uses, and say, hey, everyone, I'd like to meet downstairs and of the inn and get going to the loggers camp.
I pop out from the alleyway next to the inn and I walk in.
All right, so Og is coming down from the second floor to like the inn restaurant in the morning. Flamel's doing the same from outside the inn through the entrance doors. Gravedigger, where would you have been?
I was just roaming
around the town at night.
Yeah.
Okay, give me your. Are you looking for what you normally do?
No.
Are you gonna take a rest?
I already.
Oh, you already did. You did. Okay, yeah. Okay, so just walking around.
Yep, checking it out.
Give me a d20 roll.
Okay. 10.
That is way lower than I had in my mind. So yeah, you did not come across or hear anything that happened during the night. It was a pretty peaceful night. So you make it back to the inn, and I'm assuming you walk inside.
Yep.
Kendrick, what you doing?
I'm gonna just go with the group.
All right, so you'll walk down the stairs as well out of your room, and you meet Og, GD, and Flamel in the dining area.
Yep.
So what's this about a logging camp?
Oh, yes. We have to go down to a logging camp in the middle of the woods that the town master's brother, I think brother, maybe brother-in-law, somewhere my stepbrother, brother was in there, owns, and warned them about the dragon. And we also have to go to a lodge, owned by a feller named Falcon, and ask him to help us with the dragon.
You don't have to go to the lodge. It is recommended. So yeah.
I spent gold on this wine. I have to.
Yeah.
Then I guess we better get going. Unless anyone else has anything they want to talk about. Oh, speaking of, vampire. Or do you not want to be called vampire?
I thought you said you didn't hear anything.
I told him what happened.
Oh yeah.
I told him what happened.
Oh yeah, that is true. But I'm gonna be like, yeah, please don't call me that.
Gotcha. Did you have anything to drink yet, or do you need to go drink someone, or do you want us to go get someone for you to drink from, or what do you need?
Well, I would like something to drink, but doesn't have to be right now. And I can do that on my own. You guys don't need to involve yourself.
Okay.
So, Harbin, Harbin, Harbin Wester is the town master of Phandalin, and you guys are going to meet Barthen. Wait, is that right? No, wait. Oh, no, sorry. No, don't worry about that. You guys are going to meet Tybor, who is the half-brother of Harbin Wester at the Loggers Camp. So yeah, brother was correct, but half-brother. Anyway, the direction is more or less the same, with a little bit of like a V at some point in time. Are you going like straight north with a tinge of west, or are you going straight north with a tinge of east to go to Falcon's lodge first, or the west would be the Loggers Camp first?
Well, would you guys be okay with heading over to that lodge and meeting Mr. Falcon?
Well, yeah, that sounds good to me.
I would love to give him his wine first.
Great. GD, do you agree as well?
Gives you a thumbs up.
Ah,
Right.
your name is GD, friend. I love
Oh no, not GD. GD. I think he spells it Geeddee.
GD.
He doesn't respond.
So, all right, perfect. Then we'll head north into the east to the lodge. And please don't drink, Falcon.
This is why I didn't want to say anything to begin with, but okay.
Wait, speaking of which, all right. So we rolled for Agumok understanding a little bit about vampirism. So
yes,
I mean the whole sunlight. Okay, cool.
You rolled great.
You can just walk. you can just walk around like outside, like no problem.
I don't want to get into the specifics, but it is a half vampirism. Okay? No more talk about the vampirism. Okay?
Oh, okay.
On the way to the lodge, do I happen to spot a random peasant just minding his own business?
Sure.
Hey, friend. That one?
Hey.
No. He's far away.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
The random peasant is far away, right? We spot him from far away.
I don't fucking know. Like, what are you trying to do here, man?
I'm just asking that if we see a random peasant from far away, I turn to Kendrick and say, "Hey, friend."
Oh, okay.
Pointing to the random peasant.
In town?
Outside of town.
Oh. Not very far outside of town. Like, kind of still, like, on the outskirts. And not, like, doing nothing. They're busy working.
Is he alone?
Okay. If you guys are following the road out of town...
Oh my god.
Triboard Trail, you would encounter not peasants. I don't know about that word, but you would encounter workers in the fields. So, wheat fields, possibly tending to cattle or other livestock, but not too far out of town, and not just some random person that's just wandering around doing nothing.
I point to that random. I point to the worker and I go to Kendrick. Friend, that one?
No?
Okay, just trying to help.
You know what? Actually, hold up. One thing. I haven't... It's been a while. I think I can wait one more day, though. I can wait one more day. Till nighttime. But yeah. That was out of character. I'm just thinking to myself.
Yeah. Do you want to respond in character?
I said no in character.
Okay.
I was like, no, thank you. Not that one. So, we're going to meet Falcon, right?
I mean, so far you guys have just recently started to get out of town, at which point Flamel's like pointing to random fucking humanoid and like, hey, do you want to drink that one?
Yeah.
You said no.
I feel like that's gonna happen for a while.
And does Flamel want to respond to your no? Like, what are we doing here?
Oh, I said, okay, cool.
Okay.
We keep
Thank
going.
you, sorry.
I figured I'd help. That's what I said.
So, let's say you guys are leaving town at 6 a.m. I think that I've been ruling that like every 5 miles is roughly an hour. It's 12 minutes per mile, which is pretty a pretty good pace. I'm just going to stick with it, even though it's probably not accurate. So, 45 miles would be roughly 9 hours. There is a chance per this book, which I have not done yet, of whether or not you encounter the dragon. So that is a 6. Ooh, no, but it flew close to where you're going. That's crazy. Okay, cool. So, what do you guys? I guess what do you guys think you'd be doing for the 9 hours of travel between 6 a.m. and 3 p.m.? You're gonna stop to have lunch. What you doing?
No. I'm just chilling.
I don't really need to stop. Just like throw something in my face and absorb it. Although I would like to keep an eye out for some strange-looking polymorph orbs.
Yeah, Sam. Anything that looks weirdly blue or anything, I'm just keep a lookout.
Hey, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
No problem.
Can I forage or can I hunt for it's good. Either a rabbit, a deer, or a boar?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like require different rolls for each of those things. So, give me a survival roll. I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Extremely average. I wonder what I get.
Welcome to the campaign where people cannot stay.
Hey man, I'm okay with it.
No, yeah.
I'm chilling.
This will be great because there won't be any more of those polymorph wars. Because I always have detect magic on at all the time.
You do?
Oh.
Yes.
That's good to know. You should remind me of that.
How? Wait,
Yeah,
what? That's
say.
crazy. How do you have that?
What's it called? Eldritch Sight. You can cast detect magic at will without expending a spell
So
slot.
you're part warlock.
Bro,
Or all warlock.
yes.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
warlock.
Yeah. I think
And whenever it goes out, I can just put it back on.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's essentially infinite detect magic.
My warlock was like, I was playing with a group that allowed int locks, so like intelligence based rather than charisma based, and I chose being able to read all languages because there was some research that needed to be done within the campaign. So that was one of my eldritch invocations, I guess they're called.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a thing in your campaign, an intelligence warlock?
Yeah.
That sounds cool as shit, bro. That's one.
Yeah.
That's one of the like main things I've always hated about warlock.
Yeah, I'm open to ideas. Like I told you guys, I make a lot of my own rules, and I'm open to things.
But yes, I rolled a 10 on the hunting check.
In the amount of time you guys have been walking in the forest, I'm just going to say so far, we'll say we're like halfway through, so it's roughly 11 a.m. Wait, that's not right. Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Yeah. Let's just say 11 a.m. You would have been able to roll a 9. So on a scale of probably boar would be the most meat, you would have come across a deer. Was your question whether or not you found a deer or etc. or?
No, it's I'm hunting it. I'm gonna
Okay,
kill it.
Then you captured a deer.
Okay.
And it would be not a young, like not like your oldest deer or doe, I guess, because female deer doe. Not your oldest, but like also not tiny, so it would be substantial enough to feed your group and probably have some more. I think venison is the correct word, or is that elk?
Yeah, it's
venison.
Deer and elk is venison.
They're both venison. So yeah, you'd have enough venison left over for at least. Well, shit, like probably like 4 more meals.
I cook the dough as best I can for someone that doesn't really know how to hunt or cook dough.
Okay. Agumok, this class has like no information.
What do you mean?
It just says baller class, baller. And I visited the site. Yeah. Oh shit, there it is. What the fuck happened the first time I clicked that link? It just gave me a map.
Basic dunk.
It's probably one of my favorite classes I've ever read in my life.
I've probably only read like the homebrew classes from D&D Beyond. I have not read a lot on Wiki. Because they're voted on D&D Beyond, so you think, okay, the highest voted ones are probably the better thought out, or at least the more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you find the weird shit on the wiki.
You do.
See, I don't use the wiki ever, but I'm an advocate for D&D Beyond homebrew because, like you said, the voting system.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you advocate for the B-baller, bro? It's like one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, same with the god race.
Yeah, the god race is my favorite.
That was so stupid. All right, so give me one more survival roll, please. Either only Flamel or anyone else that has any kind of skill that you think you can preserve deer meat to last for the extra, the amount of time that it would normally last for, if you took good care of it.
Would you like some help with that?
Please, by all means.
Yeah, sure, I'll give it a go. Cool, 25 survival check.
Why am I only seeing... Where's my... Oh, I don't know why it's showing up so late. So yeah, 25 is more than enough to help Flamel make sure you have enough, amongst the 4 of you, have enough venison to last 4 more days, or 4 more meals. You can like say 2 meals a day. But yeah. Whilst you're walking along the forest, nothing else jumps out at you. Nothing else really happens. You see some wildlife. You already got the meat that you were looking for. I assume you guys are not, and this could be a big assumption, but I assume you guys are not like voracious, killing more than you need to kill to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Vampire Man, who we have not figured out what his end goal is here. But yeah, you guys, if you're going toward Falcon's lodge, you get there. And I'm trying to figure out if I have a map for that. I don't. There's not a whole lot to it. Alright, so what you see as you're approaching from the south is there is a river running, like, it's kind of a north-south river. There's some arrows on this map that make it seem like the river is running to the north. So maybe there's a large lake or something like that to the north, but you see what looks like to you a rectangular building. There's actually probably some... Okay. So a thin fog surrounds a fortified compound standing in a clearing on the east side of a narrow river. A 10-foot-high log palisade surrounds the compound, whose main building is a 2-story stone and wood affair with a high-pitched roof, gables. I actually don't know what either of those fucking words mean. Window shutters, and a stone chimney. Attached to the main building is a blocky tower of gray stone, its high roof lined with battlements. Other structures include a 2-story stable house and a gatehouse whose flat roof is enclosed by iron railings. A stone bridge spans the river, ending before an oaken door set into the gatehouse's outer wall. Mounted next to the door is a bell with a short rope hanging from its clapper.
That was a lot. Like, that went through one ear and went out the other. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like,
Do we, there's a knocker on the palisade?
There is a little rope that you can pull that is attached to a bell.
Not bad.
I walk forward a little bit, but I use Mage Hand to pull on the bell.
Okay. You pull, your mage hand pulls on the bell, and you hear a ding, 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 ding. And an elderly, world-weary person comes up and assesses you guys from that gatehouse where you've just pulled the bell rope. You watch as he slides back a heavy wooden bar securing the outside door, and he lets you guys inside. It's nice to meet you all. Who may I ask are you, and why are you here?
I turn to Ogumak.
Ah, yes. Hello. My name is Og. We've
Hello?
come from the town of Phandalin.
Oh, we are familiar with Vandalin. They are a nice group of miners. What are you doing here? What can we do for you?
Oh, well, we were tasked, I should say, to come here by the town master, Mr. Harbin, I believe. And he wanted us to, A, warn you of an impending dragon,
Bless
and
you.
B, ask for your help
Thank
with the
you.
dragon.
Yes, we've seen it fly overhead, but luckily the tree canopy hides us from any possible threat. So far, it seems. I will have our young ward, Pell. Sorry, my earpiece keeps fucking falling out. You see a young, kind of like early teens, maybe even preteen a little bit, boy. Can I give you a brief, quick little nod? He offers to take your gear, take anything heavy you're carrying over to the guest house where you could be staying if that's what you choose to do while you're here. By the way, roughly it is about 3 p.m. As we said, you've reached. It's still kind of like past noon. It's not yet getting dark. Pell here will take care of your gear and put it in your lodgings if you choose to stay here for the night. Otherwise, I will take yourselves and whatever else you choose to carry on your persons to Master Falcon.
Oh, wonderful. I don't have anything that you would need to carry, but thank you.
No, me neither. I'm packing rather light.
Agreed. Same here.
Gravedigger does not respond.
Imagine that. Alright. So Pell takes off to your theoretical quarters for the night. Whatever you would choose to leave with him, and if you want to make any notes of that kind of stuff, then you're welcome to. If there's nothing that you would want to leave with this young boy, then he just like runs off, and to the best of your knowledge, he's probably just gone to like make your quarters, if you were to stay here, as livable as possible. But, to the best of your knowledge. I will lead you, if you guys would want to accompany me to Master Falcon's, I'm gonna say dining hall. He will meet you in the dining hall. He has quite recently, I've even had a piece of it. He's quite recently come across, he felled a beautiful male elk. We knew, by the way, that there was another male elk that was more dominant. Like he had tracked them for a while, so the more dominant male elk we knew could help the female elk, create more elk. So we're not, in case you were wondering, we're being conservative with the population of the species around here. But it tastes wonderful what he's captured so far, and we would love to share.
As he's leading us in, do I see anything magical?
What's the range on that? 30 feet?
Yes, 30 feet.
You do not. So, you guys have been walked through the pens. I kind of do wish I had taken it. So the pens are the southeast. Freaking earpiece, man. The pens are the southeast of this kind of, let's just call it a rectangle of what Falcon's Lodge look like. You're walking to the northwest, so kind of more west and northwest into the yard, which is this big open space. And the pens would be like where animals are kept, horses, etc. As you're walking to the west and a little bit north into the south yard, to your south, you would see kind of some stables, like where horses could be penned up. But you guys don't have those at this point in time, so there is nothing with you that would be stabled. You see a couple of rooms to your west as you're walking along, and you kind of reach this maybe like 15-foot wide corridor of still open space. There's still walls like enclosing all this area, but you're walking along this like northward bound 15-foot wide space into the north yard. Big open courtyard that's kind of like mostly west-east kind of thing with a little bit of a northeast open space as well. But where he's leading you to would be like through that north yard. There's a room. You guys are kind of been going around, but you're entering that room now. It's a 25 by 20 rectangular room that leads into another room that is only 10 by 20, kind of a thin up and down north to south room, which leads into another room that is the room that he's taking you to, which is the dining room. So you are now in a 25-foot by 50-foot, so 25 west-east, 50-foot north to south, so it's like long north to south more than it is anything else, with tables, chairs, plenty of room to spread out. And you see Falcon, who you assume to be Falcon. He is wearing a fur-lined cloak over his studded leather armor. He is 6 foot 6 inches tall, has black hair and broad shoulders. As you get closer to him, his eyes are blue, cold, and sharp as ice. He sports a neatly trimmed beard, also darker color. And he sits there at a chair at a table in the southeast corner of this 25 by 50 foot room, and regarding all of you all, taking you in, taking your measure.
I'll go again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what just happened?
We both look to Algamak because he's the one that's carrying the wine.
And I said, hello.
Hello. How are you all?
I'm doing great. You guys, you too? How are you two doing, Kendrick?
Well,
Now? He was asking all of us. I mean,
I'm doing fine.
Same here.
Why are you here? Welcome.
Alrighty.
Welcome, but why are you here?
Of course. Alright, Mr. Falcon, we have been tasked by the Mr. Wester of Fandolin to come request your aid with the whole dragon issue.
Is that what he told you?
That is indeed what Mr. Wester said.
I have talents. Not to toot my own horn, I have talents in the area of hunting. But as far as helping you defeat a dragon, if that's what you come here looking for, I apologize, but you've wasted your time.
Well, riddle me this. Not to toot our horns, we've got some pretty good talents too. But really and truly, what you might be better off helping with is aiding our quests in order to find better ways to defeat the dragon, not perhaps for you to defeat the dragon, you know, per se.
So you want my training?
Training, perhaps even acquaintance. You know, there's been a lot of really bad like orcs around, you know, maybe if you wanted to come with us to help us fight the dragon. And I know this is gonna be so awkward. I'll reach behind my back.
Falcon sees this and kind of puts his hand at his hip.
Hold on. No,
slowly, friend. What are you?
I'm getting a gift for you that we have brought, because we've been told that you enjoy things of a finer taste, if you will.
That's pretty vague, but maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and work my way. I don't know how this armor is, but I'm trying to get into my body without him seeing. To pull
Where
out the wine
where
from
would
my
you have
bag of holding.
stored? Where would you have stored this thing?
It would have been in the bag of holding that's inside of my body.
We probably should have established how you get into that, but I was imagining, and obviously your idea would be more prevalent here, but I was imagining you would be like reaching basically like into like
no,
one of the sides of
imagine,
your
like,
front stomach, but
no, imagine bend your elbow, you know, like almost like a chicken, and get it behind like your back. Yeah.
like where your kidney might be.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, no,
shit, that's
spine, like
horrifying.
spine area. I'm getting like way back there.
Oh shit.
Like behind my back. Like I'm
So
This is gross.
given what you are, I imagine that probably doesn't look that awkward. Like you probably like you're fucking ooze, man. Like why would you have to bend
Wait,
in a
can
weird
you not do that?
yeah. Say,
As a human, can you not do that?
as an
think
ooze,
that
you
might-
probably don't have to like bend awkwardly to get to your spine. Just your arm just
No,
naturally.
I'm just trying to be more like human-like, you know?
Yeah.
Just trying to like.
So if you'd like to make it look like you're trying to pretend to be human, you're welcome to, but there's a role involved with that if that's what you're going for.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, just
Performance then. Give me a performance roll.
fuck me. Oh no! I was just trying to be stealthy. A 12.
So as you are trying to pretend to be kind of a human, like make it look like you're reaching like behind your back as if there's something stored there in some like fanny pack on your back, you're like occasionally like forgetting like how your body should be acting as a humanoid body should act. So it's kind of like jerky, as opposed to this weird like just chicken wing kind of thing that you would be doing if you were human. So Falcons, are you okay, friend? Do you have something wrong with your back?
Yes, I'm okay. Sorry, it's been haven't stretched out in quite a long time. I said orcs, you know, I've got some kinks in some places you wouldn't believe.
I've seen a lot of orcs in these woods of late. They are ugly brutes. I understand.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but you
it's
saying
definitely.
stretching out in a long time and then talking about kinks? Like, I'm sorry. That shit just caught me
You
off
just-
guard.
That's just you, brother. If you got some weird thing going on in your head that
You-
makes you go that way.
You young motherfuckers.
I didn't even catch that. That's all. That's
Nope.
all you.
I'm sorry.
But yeah,
That shit is funny.
I'm just gonna try and get that bottle out of my back.
Right? You pull it out. You whip it out. And he, his eyes do go, like, from searching to a little bit, like, pleasantly surprised.
Yes, some very fine stuff indeed, and I kind of hold it out towards them.
We make our own here, but it does not come out as exquisitely as some of the other vintages that I've had the pleasure of tasting. So, yes, thank you very much. That is quite welcome here.
I'm glad. And hey, you know, not to come off weirdly, but there's plenty more where that came from if you wanted to come with us.
You have more bottles with you?
Not with me, but back in the town of Phandalin. All on me.
I don't really do towns. That's kind of why I have my own, you know, woodland sanctuary here.
Well, I do understand that.
I'm sure you do. So, were you sent here by the town master just to see if I would help with the dragon, or?
Well, yeah, basically, Mr. Harbin Wester wanted you to come help the town out with the dragon, maybe figure out a way to, like, I don't know, defeat it or protect the town in case it's attacked. But if you're not down for that, I totally get it. But personally, I would love it if you would join us in our quest to find some items that would help us defeat it. Because I don't really believe that those guys would do it.
Where are you going next?
Oh, the old logging camp. What's his name? Yeah, they got an old half brother over there.
Yeah, I've heard. I've been over. I've scouted over there a little bit. I found that there is some weird shit going on over there, and because you brought this beautiful bottle of wine to me, I would be inclined to help you out. I don't necessarily know that we should go now, since dark is not too far away, but you're welcome to stay here, rest, forage, whatever you need to do until tomorrow morning.
I believe we would love that.
Absolutely.
That would be quite nice.
So would you all, we tend to eat, we do, you do see clocks on the wall that, fuck it, clocks exist in this damn world.
Let's go.
And yeah, they're not, you don't have watches, you don't have shit like that, but you have occasional clocks. You have one, there's a clock in this dining hall, and it says 3 p.m., 3:30, whatever. I caught something beautiful today, and it was delicious so far. We have more prepared for tonight. I would enjoy it if you would join us in our dining hall tonight for the rest of it. Well, there's plenty for days, but for tonight's meal.
I'm gonna look over to Kendrick and Flamel. What do y'all think about that one?
I was going to eat out tonight, but that sounds fine.
If you have other plans, you do not have to join us.
No, I would.
You're not held here.
I would hate to turn down your hospitality.
But you had other plans in the forest to eat.
If you were offering, I can't decline.
Okay.
I'll come out and say it.
You're an odd one.
I don't like eating in front of people. It gives me a lot of anxiety. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps I could just go and have my own meal that I brought with me, and then I can enjoy everyone's company at the dinner.
That's fine. Do you all want to meet okay. Does anyone want to eat the meal that myself and my compatriots are preparing? Just raise your hand.
I believe me and my friend over here, pointing to GD, would be more than happy to share this meal with you. We will eat their share as well, of course.
Falcon looks over to Gravedigger, looking for some acknowledgement.
Gravedigger is like, what? and he's a little confused because he doesn't really eat in general. And
is that a thing that I don't remember from your race?
Yeah, he doesn't need to eat at all.
Son of a bitch! You guys choose.
You're gonna have to fake it.
Most complicated.
I mean, he can eat. He just doesn't have to.
You're just gonna have to fake it.
All right. So, whatever you guys choose to do, you're a crazy bunch. I've not met much like y'all in a long time, but one thing that is required is whatever you guys do after or for food, you come back to this hall in front of this fireplace, and you have a nightcap, and you share some tales with me about who you are, what you're looking for, what you're doing. And then I determine at that point in time if you can stay here. And if I'll join you tomorrow.
Sounds wonderful.
Sounds good.
Alright. So we will reconnoiter at, this clock would say 7 p.m. Let's say sundown is about 6 p.m. So you got like an hour after sundown is what you're shooting for. But if you're early, if you're late, he's not going to be annoying about it. So anything you guys want to do until, let's just say 8 p.m. that you think that you might need to roll for?
Four.
I don't think so.
Hunting for something?
Yeah, I might go see if I go through the woods, because I said I'll come to this dinner, but I also said that I would drink this night, so I'm gonna try to get it done before the dinner.
Okay.
Boom, compromise. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go through the woods and try to find like if I find a person, then cool, but I'm looking for like an animal or something.
So humanoid would be preferable, but animal would be acceptable.
Yes.
I'd like to follow Kendrick.
Okay. Are you doing such a thing in a stealthy manner, or?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So we need a stealth roll from Og and a perception roll from Kendrick. I don't think either of you has anything that would give you advantage, or aside from your normal bonuses.
Could I use my passive perception?
No. And this is why. So if you're actively doing something like hunting, you're actively focusing on that. If you're just walking along a trail, then passive perception, great. But in this case, you're hunting, so.
Alright, let me roll my perception. He got a 7. I'm gonna see this guy.
Og was laughing,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
his roll might be low.
Yeah.
He got me.
Oh. Okay, so okay, shit. As Kendrick, as you are trying to steal away from the Falcon's camp, you do kind of hear like the sounds of like this weird like oozy kind of thing kind of trailing after you.
So
And the question is, what do you do with that knowledge?
Kendrick's a smart dude, you know. I'm gonna say he just assumes it's his guy, Ogumok. He has a 20 in intelligence, so I think he could jump to that conclusion.
Probably.
So I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna just let him tag along if he really wants to.
Okay.
Oh, good. He didn't see me.
All right. Give me a survival roll, I suppose, to find a like basically 19 or 20. You find a humanoid for some fucking reason wandering around the woods. Otherwise, we'll determine what happens.
Nat 20. That shit caught me off guard. I was not expecting it.
All right, so okay, let me get
Of all things, they're gonna nat 20 on today.
Okay, so give me a. No, you know what? I don't think there's any real chance of anything. Yeah, so you start your wandering kind of out. So, like I said, it's kind of rectangular. To the west is this river. It's a kind of a thin river, but it's still a river, and it's dark. But fishermen have been known to try to fish in the dark because it does not, for some reason, nighttime does attract certain fish to the surface, to the banks, etc., more than daytime does. So you see a fisherman he's an old guy. He's been doing this for a while. He's muttering to himself. He's my wife left me. My sons and daughters don't want anything to do with me, but I need to keep living. You just hear him muttering to himself and casting out his net, drawing it in, just continually getting nothing. And you come across him doing that, just unsuccessfully casting his net for fish, muttering about his life's failures. And what would you like to do?
I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "Hello."
Ah! What are you doing here, young man? How old do you look?
Kendrick looks about like in his like mid-20s. Like doesn't look super old.
Yeah, young man.
Doesn't look old at all. Like not young man.
Young man?
Oh, I was just taking a walk, stroll. Same as you.
I'm obviously not taking a walk or stroll. I'm fishing.
Oh. Okay.
I'd like to call out from the bushes.
Sure, yeah. You're still there.
Vampire!
Are you serious?
I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. What? What'd you say?
Vampire! Yeah.
Sorry. I'm
Is
sorry.
this canon? Is this canon?
I'm sorry. For the recording, some clarity is needed. Vampire, huh?
Achoo! Achoo!
Yeah.
Vampire.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like a fake sneeze.
Yeah.
Vampire. Gotcha.
Okay. Is this canon? Are you actually doing this?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool. So
Oh, God.
the old man would look toward the bushes that you're in. Og, are you in bushes or are you just out in the open?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to hide out in the bushes.
Okay. The old man would look toward the bushes. What the? And then Kendrick, what you doing?
Yeah. As he looks away, I'm gonna just like grapple him. I'm gonna just.
Okay, give me a athletics check with advantage because he is caught off guard. That was weird.
Go. Okay. Okay, I got a 7.
With advantage?
With advantage?
With advantage.
Jeebus.
I'm bad at this.
No, old guy. Old guy got an 18, so dude has some experience. He was a wrestler in what might be high school with this fucking world, I guess.
Yeah.
So he's used to being reached for and like reacting to it. And he just like slides out of your grasp and he's, what are you trying to do, son? What is that?
Okay. I'm gonna with chill touch, let me read it. I don't think it grapples. If you hit an undead, disadvantage on a hit, take 1d8 necrotic damage and can't regain hit. Okay. Uh, infestation will pull them
God.
in a direction. So it could bring them. Is he too far away for me to try to grapple again? Did he like really back up far, or is he just like?
No,
Or did he just like dodge?
he did not get far at all.
Okay, I'm gonna just grab him. I'm gonna try to grapple him again. Try to grab him.
So Og yelled out vampire. Kendrick tried to grapple. Grapple failed. We would theoretically have a new round. So let's just say new round starts with Og again. Witnessing this failure of a grapple from Kendrick. Also, like, what are Flamel and Gravedigger doing at this point in time? You guys just like chilling at the lodge, or?
I'm gonna be asking if there's any place I could get some wood and maybe make a shield.
Plenty of wood. Making a shield would take some wood. Sorry, I'm stupid. Would take some time, but
Sounds like we're spending the night, so
yeah, we'll come to that. But you guys are also supposed to be meeting Falcon like at the dining hall to chat.
Yeah, I was gonna stop after.
Okay.
If it needs more time, I would. No, I would do it now, or at least try to find the materials now. And if I know it'll take longer, then I'll do it until after the chat. But otherwise,
you want to make a wooden shield based on the materials you find at this lodge in the time between like 4 p.m. and 7 p.m.
If it can't be made within that time, then I'll do it after.
I'm thinking. I'm trying to suss that out. Okay. And GD, what are you doing this time?
I guess I am just hanging out.
Just staring off in the distance as GD is wont to do.
Yep.
Oh, we'll figure some shit out here at some point in time to have you talk eventually.
Yeah, GD just hanging around.
I had an idea for it, and that idea is gone based on real life circumstances, which I feel very sorry for. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, sorry. Okay. So Og, witnessing the fisherman duck out of Kendrick's attempt to grapple, it is kind of your point in the next round.
So I'll come out of the bushes, not just kind of like walk out. Hey, you really gotta eat that one?
Eat what, son?
I'm gonna say,
So just FYI, Kendrick, giving you a boon here. Dude is distracted by this weird person that's just stepped out of the bush to ask, like, are you gonna eat that one? So, mechanically, you might have what some might call, like, an advantage?
Yeah, so maybe.
Maybe.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna try to grapple him again.
Right. Give me an athletics check.
Actually,
you had advantage last time, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't even think I need advantage. I think I'm not advantage. I don't think I need to grapple it. I could just do a fanged bite.
Okay. With
which
advantage.
Has a higher chance than my my athletics. So.
Sure.
I'm gonna do a fanged bite. Okay.
With
18.
Advantage. Yeah, that hits.
Or a 19. Yeah, I did. So yeah,
Sorry.
19.
19 to hit?
Yeah, 19.
Yeah, that hits. 18 hits, so 19 hits, yeah.
I was just rolling the advantage.
Okay.
So, let me do the damage. 3 damage. So yeah, I'm just fighting this dude.
The dude turns to look at the odd being coming out of the bushes, and that gives you like the direct opportunity to bite into his neck, which you do. You sink your teeth in, if that's what you're doing, and I'm pretty sure you are.
Yeah.
And you start to drain, and the guy's like, oh, fuck. And yeah, he tries to fight you off. So give me, I would say this is probably athletics for you and either acrobatics or athletics for him. Oh fuck.
Ha. Okay.
There's only one number you can roll that would make you fail this.
I got a 4.
Yeah, so he literally rolled a 1. So you get your grip firmly on him, wrap your arms around him, however you choose to hold him. Your teeth are sunk firmly into his neck, and you hear him, like the last thing you hear from him is, Ciara. And then he passes out, like in your grasp with your teeth in his neck.
Okay. I don't want to kill him, but at the same time, I feel like I have to kill him because he's seen my face. But like,
what kind of gear? Like what kind of cloak or top kind of gear do you think? Are you wearing that wizard hat, or did you sell it?
Yes, I'm wearing the. I sold the wizard hat. I have the wand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything over my head or face. Like I don't
no
have
cloak.
Anything.
Okay.
Yeah, no cloak.
No hat. Okay. Give me a stealth roll.
Okay.
And if it turns out to be 16 or higher, with your stealth added to it.
Not 20.
Yeah. So he did not see your face, and you would have noticed he didn't. Yeah, I rolled a 9. You would have noticed he you kind of blurred enough, like around the outside of his vision parameters that you got a sense he didn't really see what you look like.
Mm-hmm.
Too busy looking at the damn bush.
Yeah,
it's the damn bush.
The distraction helped.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna just
Up to you.
Just drink his blood till I'm sated, and then I'm gonna let him go. I'm not gonna kill him.
Okay, so you're drinking until you get a sense that you are full, but he is not dead. Or will not die from that amount of blood loss.
Yeah.
How many times have you drank humanoid blood before this?
Before this?
Yeah.
Like, so 3, then like, what, it's been like a year since that. So like maybe like, I'd say like maybe add like 4 more onto that, so like 7 times, period.
Okay. Give me a medicine check.
Bad at that. Okay. I'm bad at everything.
Well, I'm not making it a super high DC, honestly. After 7 drainings, I think you might.
I have a 15.
Yeah, that's more than enough. So,
I was just saying, because I keep saying I'm bad at that. I'm bad at that. I was just like, I'm bad at everything. Why do I say that?
So, you leave him with enough blood that you get what you need, and you understand that he will not die as long as he is seen to in a day or 2.
That makes things a little complicated. Okay.
Possibly. And then I'm gonna let you guys figure that out. I'm gonna go to the restroom super quick and then get some more ice, so like another 2 minutes. So
Okay.
Og, you've seen all of this, obviously. If that adds to anything, I'll be right back.
Okay, so, you saw this. I let you see it. So what's your character thinking? Like, what's he thinking right now?
Why this guy?
Alone, first person I saw.
Well, yeah, but there's plenty of like bad people that we fight all the time. We could have just went and got you an orc or something. I mean, look, hey, I get it. I've eaten some things in my day that, you know, I'm not particularly proud of, but like, he had like a whole family or something that left him. He had some hope in his life, you know.
I'm not. I don't think. I don't really think about that when I feed from. It's more of like I do what I must do when I must do it. I try not to do it as often as possible. And when the time comes, the time comes.
Yeah. Well, luckily for you, I was able to follow you, so I'm pretty sure I can at least. I mean, did you leave him alive? Is he alive?
Yes, he'll be fine.
Good. Yes, at the very least I can tend to him, but like I said, I tried. I don't know, right? Someone yells vampire at me. I mean, I'm gonna assume that something's going on, but I mean, hey.
Yes.
I
Could you
tried.
not ever do that again? That was not helpful to me in any way, shape, or form.
Actually, he kept looking at me. He was supposed to run, but I figure it probably helped you out a little bit.
But yeah, him being an idiot helped me.
Yeah. Here,
Rude.
hey, I'd like to hear me out. How about the next time that you have to go feed on somebody, you let me come along with you, and I'll help keep them alive after you're done, at the very least.
Sure, but if they see my face, you know what has to happen.
Put a mask on.
I'm just saying, you know, if they somehow manage to rip it off of me, and variables.
I mean,
Things
that's
that
why you
can't
have a
be
slime
accounted
guy
for.
with you. I can kind of like help things go in the best way for everybody.
They see something. I can't guarantee their safety, but other than that, that doesn't sound like a bad idea to me.
Yeah. I'll cast Healing Word on the guy that just got bit.
Okay.
Bro said, "Vampire!" Ah!
I tried, dude. You'd listen.
All right. He starts
Get
to
healed for 8.
He starts to like slowly like, what the? Who does is Kendrick still there? Healing Word is ranged,
No,
so like
I'm like hiding behind something. Like,
and then where is Og whilst this is being cast at range?
Oh, I had walked up to them.
So
I'm
Healing
next
Word
to the
basically
guy.
touch, but not necessarily.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I don't. No, wait.
Sorry, what was that?
No, I was just agreeing. Yeah, like
Okay.
within a 5 foot of him.
And then what do you look like at this point in time?
Oh, I've got my normal gear on, totally covered up.
Fully covered up, like leatherish cloth or
Leatherish face.
Yeah.
Covering.
Okay.
Cloak over and a breastplate.
Hey. All right. So he starts to stir and I don't. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna make this easier for everybody. Like, his eyes don't open. He's Bushman, and then he just starts to sleep. So eyes never open. and he goes back to sleep. Or he goes to sleep.
We should probably get out of here.
Yes. That does make sense. Let's go back to the lodge.
Yep, after you.
Okay, I'm gonna just book it, leg it.
I'm with him.
Okay. I'm trying to make some decisions based on Kendrick's character and things, so I'll figure that out later. It doesn't have to be murder. Okay, so you guys get back to the lodge. Remind me, please. I'm sorry, Gravedigger. What have you been doing this meantime?
Hanging out.
Okay.
Well, I just been vibing, man.
As Gravedigger is wont to do, just chilling. Flamel, what you doing? You're
trying to find wood and see if I can make a shield or not.
Yeah, sure. Let's do two things. One was a secret roll that we talked about before the game. Give me... I'm assuming you have some kind of proficiency in blacksmithing or something like that?
Yes. Smith's tools.
Sure. Give me a roll for that. It does not have to be very high.
16?
Yeah, you win.
With a D4.
So you won.
18.
Yep, you won. You got that that competition in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as crafting a shield out of the wood that you've been able to... Yeah. Give me another roll. This would not be... Do you have proficiency in wood crafting, wood carving, anything like that?
Jewelers and smith's tools only.
So just a straight roll, no proficiency bonus. Maybe add your dex.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I think my cat shut himself in a room, so I'll be right back.
Fucking cats, yo.
That's a 10.
10 with your dex added?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get close. You get close to crafting this shield. You get enough of the way there that you could continue to finish it before the night is over, as long as you don't roll super duper shitty in that meantime. But you're still kind of working on it as Kendrick, Og, and Gravedigger, who's just chilling. All of y'all meet Falcon at the dining hall for the appointed time.
Good.
So, assuming that the four of you walk in more or less around the time that Falcon has asked you to, he is once again sitting in that chair that you guys saw him in the first time. But there are now 3 tables. So there's 4 tables kind of positioned in. They're circular tables, but they're positioned in kind of a square formation. And the various chairs around the perimeter of these 4 tables in that square position formation. And he says to all of you, I'm very glad you've decided to join me tonight. You seem like a bunch of characters with some stories behind who you are. And I would very much love to learn those stories so I can decide whether or not you're in this for the right reasons and you're going to be able to grow to eventually help those who I try to help anytime that I can. The people of Phandalin, the people in the surrounding areas who run farms and shepherd various animals and grow various crops and just try to live lives, you know, helping each other, growing together. So, one by one, in whatever order you choose to talk, I'd like to know who you are. And then he leans back and just kind of looks in the general direction of however you guys are all seated at this 4 circular table kind of square formation thing.
Just one issue, if you don't mind.
I might mind. I don't know yet.
So one of us, like, just doesn't possess vocal cords.
Is that what you believe?
I mean, yeah, he just doesn't talk. You know, I'll point over to the gravedigger.
Have you
That guy.
Have you done an inspection to make sure he just does not have vocal cords?
Well, that'd be rather intrusive.
Yeah, kind of what I'm thinking. Unless he's allowed you to, I suppose.
I mean, I just wanted to put it out there. I mean, he does do, like, yes, no's. I mean, it's not like he's incompetent, but he doesn't really talk.
We'll see. He's gonna have to tell me something.
Okay. Oh, Mel, that's you, buddy.
So are you pointing over to this Flamel person? As you say, Flamel, that's you, buddy?
No, I just say it.
Okay.
And lean back in my chair.
And then once Og does that, do you, Flamel, speak next, or to somebody else?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Well done, since I've been
So
nominated first.
So you're Flamel, I take it.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I am.
I'm Falcon. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Falcon. My story. Would you believe me if I said that I fell through a crack in the ground?
I might, if you expanded upon that.
I am not of this plane. I suddenly found myself falling through a crack between dimensions and found myself into this new world where none of my people even exist.
When you say your people, what do you mean?
The Vidalcan.
Ah.
I take my mask off, but only show him my true face.
I have met a few of your people, actually. They've been quite nice and quite industrious.
Yes. I'm currently in a journey to try to find my way back home. But the journey is arduous and Trix malevolent.
Yeah. I don't envy you that journey, and I I wish you the best of luck and fast travels if that's where you're trying to get back to.
I thank you.
So, aside from being Falcon, why are you here? Who are you? What are you doing?
Well, seeing as suddenly falling through a crack leads to a dimensional travel, I figured, well, maybe there's other ways to go back home. That's why I am on this journey, going from town to town, learning as much as I can. I am a smith, after all. Learning as much as I can as well, and also finding ways to be able to return. If during this journey I happen to help other people along the way, I will not hesitate to do so.
It's nice to hear that you want to help people. You can give me, by the way, you don't have to tell me what you're rolling, but either a deception or persuasion check on what you just said. You don't have to tell me what you're rolling, just the result of it.
That is a 10.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry, as I was saving my cat, there was a movie on the TV screen downstairs, and some dude had, like, getting messed up by some racist hillbilly guy.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie it was, but...
Cats
that's just called the Deep South, brother.
Yeah. Alright, so, just FYI, I hope everybody can see my camera at this specific point in time. I'm going to try to show you what Falcon looks like. It's not anything super special, but just in case you're kind of curious what you're going up with here.
Oh, he has a mullet?
What the hell? He's handsome.
Yeah, not a yeah, just a dark-haired,
Okay, so what?
dark-haired white guy.
What happened?
Those are mutton. Those are mutton chops, by the way. These are mutton chops. A mullet is like the back hair's long. Yeah, so no mullet, as far as I can tell. Anyway, sorry. Let me get back to. So he's got the lay of who Flamel is. He's looking to the other three of you.
Just so you don't feel like you've missed anything, Flamel's not from this dimension. He fell in a crack, and he's a Falcon. And that's basically all he said.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking for a way back home.
He fell in a crack? Oh, lucky.
Yeah. Some guys have all the luck, right?
Yeah.
So he looks to the rest of you. Anytime any of you want to.
I've done my job.
I just point at both of them at the same time. Looking back and forth in between them.
I'm looking at you.
You are trying to appoint two of your other compatriots to go next, which makes me kind of want to say that you are next. And he's looking at you, Og.
Theoretically speaking, I wouldn't say that's exactly what that implies.
Oh,
right?
it's not an implication. It's you're in my home, and I've been courteous to you and shared everything that I can with you, and I apologize if this seems like something you don't want to do, but this is a something that is required when you stay here, and I will share my story with all of you at the end, for sure. Just.
All right. Typically, I don't like telling people about myself. But you know what? Since we're all here,
if there are secrets,
do something I don't typically do. Here, no, it's okay. I need to get this all out there anyway. It's all right. You just so happen to get to be here as I do it. So I'll pull off the mask and pull down the cloak. I'm an ooze. More specifically known as a plasmoid.
Huh. You got me. You got me there, sir. I can't say I've ever come across someone of your nature.
Right.
Not
well,
not that could speak at least, or was intelligent, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't had any luck finding any intelligent ones either. Just a couple of lesser evolved ones around here. Much akin to Flamel here, I too am looking for a way back home.
You fell
if you've
through a
ever
crack?
looked up and no, not quite.
No.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and thought about,
every night. They're beautiful for
Right?
this. Yeah.
Well, just beyond those stars are more stars, and then just beyond that, there is something called the astral plane.
Damn.
And then through the astral plane, there are even more stars that are totally separate from this one. And I come from one of those.
He looks up to the sky, and you guys are kind of in like this. Well, no, fuck, you guys are inside, but you see, actually, fuck it, yeah, you see him get up from his chair, and he walks to the closest door that leads to like an outside kind of courtyard. And he, if you follow him, or if you see him, or if you, whatever you want to do, like, he leaves the door open as he exits this dining hall, and you see him like looking up at the stars. And if you were to get a good look at his face, like if you followed him outside, if you're still looking at him, etc., you would start to see small amounts of tears like coming from his eyes, just like maybe a tear every 10 seconds kind of thing. Are any of you following him outside?
Oh, I'll come along.
I would have, I think, in order to explain the story.
Okay, anybody who has gone outside with him, you would see the tears. And seeing those tears, any questions, any further statements, anything else you want to say to him?
Yeah, I'd say so. So these stars that you see, none of which house the home that I come from. They're even further beyond, completely hidden. And I don't even know how far away it is. But I wandered this astral plane. It's a very misty veil in which you'd see many Githyanki and dead bodies of gods float throughout. Just all kinds of crazy things out there. That's what I'm trying to get back to.
All right. I'm sorry that it seemed like that I left while you were telling your story, but I just could not fathom. Like, I look up at the stars every night before I go to bed, and I never imagined there was more out there, like even beyond the stars I could see. And it's both terrifying and beautiful. And what are Githyanki, you said?
Oh. So they're another race of humanoids that like to live out in that plane. They're very... I don't really like them. They're kind of mean.
What do they do? What do they try to do that makes them mean?
So I'm not sure exactly how frequently or how deeply Ogamok would know. That's a good question. So I don't know their innermost workings. The only thing that I know is that was the kind of spelljammer that had left me deserted out there.
Right.
By the way, a spelljammer is a ship that can traverse what we call wild space and the astral plane.
He looks to you and stares at you for 1, 2, 3, and then he just like kind of like closes his eyes, puts a hand to his forehead, and shakes his head just a little bit, and then I'm sorry. That's a lot. I'm sorry. Just join me back inside, will you? And then he walks back inside and goes back to his chair and takes the same seat. And then assuming the rest of you all take your seats again, or at least like come inside and still kind of in the same basic area. He looks to Og one more time, and that's an amazing story. And do you have anything else? I don't want to pry into your deepest, darkest secrets, but do you have anything else you feel like sharing, or should I move on to the next person?
No, I think that just about covers anything that remains pertinent.
All right, so he looks back and forth between Kendrick and GD. A couple seconds on each of you until one of you talks.
One of us talks.
Lucky me.
Okay. I'm gonna say, I guess I'll go next.
All right.
So how in depth do I have to be with this? Can I give more of a synopsis rather than a full story?
I want to know who you are, what you believe your purpose is, and anything else you feel like sharing in this, to use a dumb term, but also actually a really good term. It's like half dumb, half, it's like a safe space. Sorry, but like if anything you say here is not getting beyond myself, your compatriots, who I would assume already know your truth, but
almost they're getting there. But I'm Kendrick Zold. I come from a kind of a poor family of Libby. They sent me to a very, very expensive wizarding school, where I was kicked out for doing something very bad.
You were kicked out?
Yes. Well, not officially, but I knew they were going to, so I ran away.
Okay. Why do you think you're gonna get kicked out, if you wish to share?
I killed 3 students. They were quite vicious for children. They harassed me, berated me on a daily basis. One day they went a bit too far. Thought I was within an inch of my life. One thing led to another, and all 3 of them were dead. So I left.
I see. Okay.
about it.
And
I've been working as a...
What drives you? Did my internet go out? Can you guys hear me?
No, I'm thinking.
Okay, sorry.
I'm thinking, what drives interest? Right now, he's just surviving, barely. Like, just
I mean,
didn't have any real attachments to anything. He's just...
that wouldn't be a horrible in-person answer. Like survival, learning how you fit in.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, as of right now, survival. Just living. I don't have much else to be attached to or want.
I mean, you're basically saying what every day here is like. We survive. We only hunt for what we need to survive. We don't kill that which doesn't need to be killed for our survival. And we subsist on our garden, vegetables and fruits, and the occasional. Like we do not overhunt here. We understand the symbiosis of predators and prey, and then the prey generally tends to eat the vegetables and fruits. So we understand like the whole circle. So we understand. Yeah, we understand survival.
I tend not to overhunt either. I feel like
It's good.
it weighs on the soul.
Yeah. What did you guys do with the fisherman?
We healed him and then ran away.
Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Sorry, I was just trying to remind myself. Last but not least, he looks over to the 7-foot, I believe, mummy man.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Who are you, friend?
How does he answer this?
Oh, hey, if you want, I've got a journal if you want to write down some stuff.
Does your friend not... Does he not talk?
I'll look over at Grave. Say, like, well, I mean, he can answer yes or no. It's like, do you talk, GD?
He shakes his head no.
Why don't you talk?
He takes out his one-handed shovel, or like his normal shovel, and he places it in front of him, or like he holds it in front of him. Okay. And he shows a I'm forgetting the exact thing. It's on my character sheet somewhere. Where it's right over. Thought it was somewhere. Let's see here. Where the fuck is this? Oh, I have to click on it. There we go. There's a G plus J on his shovel, carved into his shovel.
Okay. So you're showing Falcon your shovel with G plus J?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're pointing to the G plus J or making it obvious somehow?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, friend. I see the shovel. I see the G plus J, but I'm gonna be honest here. I don't understand what it means.
He points at the G, and then points at himself.
So you're G.
Then he nods, and then he points at the J, and he points at the ring on his finger.
And J is who you are married to.
And he nods yes.
All right. So you are doing, like, your purpose is to what, like, build get enough riches to make a life for this person you're married to, or?
He shakes his head no, and then puts his shovel back. And he sighs. And
I'm sorry if I'm causing any, like, distress to you. I just need to know who you are and what your goal is.
He, like, stares at his ring for a second and then looks at him. And then he kind of, like, he... I'm trying to think about...
I don't think that you need to be reminded of this, but you have message as a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that you knew that you had that.
Yeah, you know.
I'm sure you did, but I like this as well.
He points at the ring and then points at the sky.
So she... Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, friend. So you're trying to...
Hold on a second here. You're married to someone who's not from this planet? That's incredible. Maybe they have a spell jammer.
You should have told us, GD.
He's gonna let out a big sigh.
I could go home.
Oh, God. I love the misinterpretation.
Are the three of you and or four of you going to continue this line? Because I'm open to it. I'm happy with it.
Nah, I was kidding.
No, that's fine. I'm happy. It was exciting. It was entertaining.
Nah.
I loved it. If there is no, if GD is gonna be like, kind of like shrugging, like maybe like a small smirk that you don't see behind the bandages on his face because of what Og said, but Falcon would say, you all opened up to me, and I promised I would open up to you. This lodge is mine, and I hate city life. It is not for me at all. This is all I need, and nobles from a bunch of nearby cities, they come here if they want a piece of like the rustic life, and they want to hunt things or forage or like learn what forest life is like. I do love a good bottle of wine, so thank you very much. Like we can grow kind of the basics here, but it takes a while to make a good bottle of wine, so Thank you. My real name is... Sorry, bear with me because I just fucking had it and I can't find it right now. Dear God, it was literally... Okay, my real name is Gustav Stellern. But I didn't... That name didn't fit me. So I took up Falcon a while ago. Because my hunting skills, you know... I'm not a very vain person, but I know what I'm good at, and I'm good at hunting. And that has earned me the name of Falcon, and I like that name. He points to his two retainers. The elderly one is Corwin, who you met, and also the young mute. I don't if I made this guy talk in the past. The 12-year-old boy, he wasn't supposed to. His name is Pell, and he's mute. He doesn't talk. They accompany him here. They eat of what he hunts and grows. They help grow, etc. I like this life more than I've ever liked interacting with anybody of the city. I really should change my freaking earpiece. It should be the other one, but I have plenty. I enjoy the brief visits from people who live in the cities, who want to learn of the land and of hunting and of farming and growing. And as I told you guys a little bit earlier, we do have some orcs encroaching here and there. They become more bold as of late, and I would be happy to, in the morning, help you clear out the loggers camp, which is nearby, and I have heard that there are problems there. And I've scouted it a little bit. I have not been able to take care of the problems myself. There are just too many combatants, too many evils there for just myself to take care of. But I believe that I can very much help you take care of all of them with very little trouble. But yes, you're welcome to stay here tonight. I have enjoyed learning about you. I hope that I've told you enough about myself to make you comfortable with this sharing of information. If you have any more questions, we have another hour or so before bedtime. If you guys want to talk about anything under the sun or moon, I am happy to do so. Learn about you, have you learn about each other, learn about myself, whatever we can do.
Oh, I am quite tired. Would any of you, are any of you quite tired as well?
I will stay talking with this gentleman if possible.
That's fine. So I will excuse myself. Good night, everyone. And I'm gonna like walk off.
Okay. If you were walking off, you would be led to a private room by one of the two attendants. Either the old man or we'll say the young boy, the 12-year-old boy. And it actually says that you would be charged for it, but yeah, I don't fucking care. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, you're fine.
So yeah, that's what I'm.
So as you're being led off to your room, anything you want to do in the meantime? On the way?
No, not in particular.
So you're tucking in for the night?
Yep.
Okay. The rest of you, what would you like to do?
Well, I thought I'd talk with him for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Og, GD?
I guess GD will rest.
Where you're sitting or somewhere else?
I'll sit, maybe.
Okay. Are you going to be taking any part in the conversation or just listening while it's happening?
Yeah.
Listening, okay. And then, Og, what you doing?
I'd love to stay and chat a while.
Okay. Do you guys have anything you want to talk about specifically with Falcon or each other?
Well, I was gonna ask. So, you said that you grew tired of the uh the city life.
Yep.
Why exactly is that? And why here, of all places?
Well, everyone has their own agenda, you know? They like to gossip, they like to talk about each other, they like to interfere in each other's lives, and they like to come to judgments about their fellow people without knowing the full truth. And I felt that I could just live apart from it, do my own thing. I have Corwin, and Pell, who ended up joining me here at different times in their lives, different times in my life, and they just like the solitude. We Corwell and I talk occasionally. Pell just doesn't talk but enjoys his life here. He enjoys learning how to hunt, grow, just the solitude, the stars, the lake, the river, all of it.
You gonna ask something, Og?
Well, I'm just listening.
Okay. Well, if the people of the towns were making gossip about you, then you must have been important enough for them to have even begun that. Who were you before?
I see where you might come to that conclusion, but I didn't say that it was gossip about me. There likely was, and I heard about it here and there. It wasn't anything that was damaging to my psyche. They just thought I was kind of a loner. They were, as a villagers want to do, they were wondering who I would marry and how I would provide for that spouse of mine. And but the worst part was how they would talk about each other when they thought no one was listening, or they thought someone who didn't care was listening or could hear. And I heard more than I ever needed or wanted to. They were so cruel to each other. And not knowing the full story about each other. They were so cruel about people they probably only knew like 10% of the surface of, or the story of. And animals don't do that. They live their lives, and I live my life with them in pretty good the word concordance is coming to mind. I don't think that's an actual word, but like some kind of symbiosis where the animals and again, he only hunts for what he needs with the group. He has his own farm with vegetables and fruits, blah blah. So yeah.
I see.
I hope you do.
I can imagine how those feelings would render a man like you to want to leave the towns.
Yeah. It's been worth it.
Well, a town like that, those things will always happen in a town. It doesn't necessarily mean that a town is not bad to have. And it is for that reason that is why we are here, to ask for your help. To help the town of Phandalin.
So where I'm working from it here is not necessarily that I'm helping Fandolin, but I am helping people that want to continue living their lives despite the stupid gossip and stupid politics of their lives. They are still people. They have children, they have spouses, they have mothers and fathers, they have friends and family. And people deserve to survive despite whatever stupid politics and evilness might exist, like in some small percentage in all of them.
Yes, that is exactly what I mean. People deserve that chance.
So I will lend my aid in clearing the loggers' camp, and if the timing and position when you finally face the dragon, if I am with you, I will lend my aid as well. But the dragon flies all over, and I cannot guarantee that I will be with you at that point in time. When it attacks or when you attack it.
Then, in the event that it is nearly impossible for you to aid us in person, is there any way that you could maybe teach us how it is to kill this dragon? Or any kind of indirect help?
As with any quarry you seek or hunt, obviously, and you're not, I don't consider you a stupid person. I don't consider any of you to be stupid people. You know for a fact that if you are to hunt something that is theoretically much stronger than you, you want to figure out what its weaknesses may be, how to exploit those weaknesses, how to avoid whatever its strengths may be, or block those strengths, or weaken those strengths, I suppose. I wouldn't recommend facing this dragon in its lair, because it's built that layer over time to match itself and to give it bonuses or strengths beyond what you might consider to be normal for any creature or monster. But obviously, if that's the only place you are for sure able to find this creature, then that's where you might have to face it, and you might have to deal with what strengths and I think you know what I'm saying. Like, he goes silent for a second.
Have you faced this dragon, or at least seen it before?
I've seen it. I haven't had a need, thankfully. And he would do, like, they don't have like the cross thing here, but he would do whatever the equivalent might be of that in this land, just like thankfully, whatever. I haven't had a need to face it. She has not attacked here, and this tree canopy, this tree cover has helped keep us relatively safe.
Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
He speaks.
Thank you for your words, kind one.
Thank you for talking to me. As much as I don't like towns, I do like meeting new people, especially if they have a drive and focus and adventuring spirit.
Flamel stands up and goes back to making that shield.
Okay.
Oh, just before you go, Flamel, I wanted to ask you something in particular.
What is it?
I didn't realize that our goals had such interesting parallels. I didn't realize that you were from a place other than this. And so maybe if one of us finds a way out of here, we might be able to help the other find their way back home one of these days. How about we work together maybe a little bit more in the long term rather than this short stint out here in the woods?
That would be
with the dragon.
That would be very fortuitous, Okamak. I take my hand out, ready to shake your hand.
Yeah. I'll take off the glove and extend a blobby hand back at you.
We shake pod and hand together.
Why did the word phalange come into my head? That's not a real word, is it? Phalanges.
Phalange?
Phalanges are.
Phalanges.
But phalange isn't. Agamak reaches out a phalange. I don't fucking know.
Pseudopod.
Yeah, pseudopod. So you guys shake Vidalkin hand and pseudopod ooze thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Sorry.
I do know a guy. I haven't really talked to him in quite a long time, but maybe one day if he reaches back out, I'll mention you, and he might be able to get you back home too. But we'll see how that goes.
We shall see.
Guys, I have to go. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna ask you to play a game after.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving us so much. Oh, okay.
Wow. Mid sentence is crazy.
Fuck you, Riley.
I was gonna make a joke about how he gave us so much dialogue to work with, but it's whatever. All right.
Hey, he gave us even more dialogue.
Honestly, I have a fucking idea how to fix that for him, but shit has not worked out to make it happen. So I don't want to force it.
If it's anything like what Flamel has to deal with,
It's not. It's much easier. It just hasn't happened yet. And then no, I'm not even going. I'm not gonna go. If you guys want to DM me and ask, I'm not gonna broadcast shit. But anyway, we are at 7:23 my time, so we got another half-ish hour if we want to. We could end this session with a good night's sleep, where you go to the loggers camp tomorrow, aka next session, or with the three of you here, 3 out of 4 is plenty for me, I suppose, to go to the loggers camp and with Falcon and see what happens. It's up to you guys.
I'm down to end here.
I don't know how we should run GD, especially since he, is more or less like the tank, and what could happen that I'm hoping will eventually happen based on this character and things and stuff should be a character choice of his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely okay to end here if you guys are.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a good stopping point.
I agree.
And I do apologize if this has been lame for anybody else. I've enjoyed it, but
Well, I very much enjoyed it.
I was gonna say I don't know if it's like too RP heavy and no combat whatsoever. Some people could be disappointed, and I apologize if that's where you're at.
My character was never meant to be a combat character to begin with, so I'm very happy.
RP is my shit, and like the way that you had Falcon, react to the news of extraterrestrial life was pretty sick. I like that. Imagine that's the exact same thing I'd do. I'd be like, holy fuck, that's awesome.
Holy fuck, right?
Yeah.
There's shit beyond these beautiful stars in the sky. Yeah.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, it would. Like, I'm a fan of Joe Rogan, and say what you want about his podcast, but he has a ton of different kinds of people on his podcast, like all the time. And he has had I shared it in our in my general chat. I shared his 3.5 hour podcast with a couple of guys who have been in Congress at congressional hearings talking about the evidence for extraterrestrial visits to Earth, and where the evidence is, and where the supposed hiding of the evidence is, and etc. And it's hard to kind of like believe that aliens have visited Earth. It's like weird to believe that, given the giganticness of the universe. But it's also interesting that like all of like most/all of the sightings of UFOs, etc., like happened after the dropping of the bombs, like I think it's like what, Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Yeah.
Like they all started happening a lot after 1947 with those atomic bomb droppings, and weird timing there, like the UFO sightings started happening over U.S. Military bases and gigantic, like, big cities in the U.S. And anyway,
yeah, that is pretty interesting.
Yeah, but it was a really good podcast. He's super into Joe Rogan is very, very interested in aliens in general. That's why he named his comedy place in Austin, Texas, the Mothership. And anyway.
Yeah, personally, I'm not a big fan of Joe Rogan, but he does have some interesting guests on.
Yeah.
When I see like clips of it and shit.
Yeah, he has a weird history with the N-word, which even he is just like, I really have no excuse for it. It's like there's this weird racial history there. 5+ years ago, but he's also like extremely good friends with Dave Chappelle and Brian Simpson and a bunch of other I can't fucking explain. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy.
Of course, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is like.
I can't explain anything away.
Him. We don't claim Dave Chappelle. We don't. Oh,
what?
No, we don't.
Now hold on though.
What?
You can't sit there and say that Clayton Bigsby was not fucking hilarious though.
It was, but the panphobic stuff, man, he went too far.
Okay,
he went too far.
He's not.
He got a little too political.
But he's not transphobic. Like he has really good trans friends. What do you?
Dave Chappelle has made some really crazy transphobic jokes, like over the top. Like, don't get me wrong, I think comedians can joke about whatever they want.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, like it's a joke, whatever. But it's like there's like levels to it where it feels like less of a joke and more of